Yo guys, just a quick review on Tottenham versus Arsenal. 1-1 at Wembley Stadium. It ended after Aaron Ramsey took the lead in just 17 minutes. And then in the 77th minute, a penalty which was from an offside, but Mustafi fouled him anyways. It's to me it feels like a loss, I have to say, because we could have dragged them right back there, and do you know what I mean? Again, we've got Man United next, and on top of that, they got Southampton, and as far as I know, the scoreline right now is 1-1, and Southampton took the lead, and they just come back now. Now they're actually, in fact, they're 2-1 up now. So do you know what I mean? It's very disappointing because now we got more work to do at home, even though we should have buried the game. But Aubameyang with the penalty, I'm sorry, you got to be doing better than that. For the setup, I don't know, I was a bit like, there's got to be a plan in place because I was a little, what's this? But going forward, not too bad. Excuse me, sorry. But overall, decent. We didn't lose. Spurs looked jaded. I mean, the amount of times they kept playing the ball to Kieran Trippier was ridiculous. I felt Iwobi had a good chance on goal, but Loris got that. Lacazette, that miss, was right on the plate. Disappointing, but and even I've got to give it to Guendouzi. I mean, there was times where he looked a bit shaky, but to be honest, he did well. He did well. He stepped up to the plate. He saved us when Kane was at the edge of the box. He could have just turned around and finished it. And even Kane didn't even look that good today, I've got to say. Like, we did well. We did well for what Emery selected. But disappointed we didn't get the 3 points. Of course, the offside. But, you know, the linesman didn't see it. And, of course, Mustafi fouled Kane all in the events of that, which even led it to a penalty anyways. But it is what it is. More work to do. So, guys, personally, I don't know what to say about. I don't know. I'm kind of gutted still. But for me, I've got to say I'm very happy with Leno. That double save was amazing. I didn't expect to see that. It's like he's been watching De Gea videos. I've been telling my Man United bridges, like, that was amazing. But all in all, he didn't let me down. So if I had to grade him, I'll probably give him an 8, maybe a 9 because of the double save. But I'll give him an 8. I think Leno played good today. Mustafi, you got to get a 6, man. After giving up, you just gave up. You just gave up all the points. You were doing all right. You was doing all right, and then you go and messed up. So for me, you get a 6, straight 6. Socrates, for me, man of the match. Definitely agreed with BT Sport with that. Obviously gets a 10. I thought he controlled the line well. He was there in important chances, and he knew when to make the tackles. And of course, I thought he kind of busted still. So for me, he gets a 10. Koscielny didn't really do that much. I don't know, like, Koscielny didn't really cause any problems. Didn't really do anything problematic. But again, you know, Spurs couldn't break us down. And in the first half, he was doing all right. He was clearing the lines out well. I'll give Koscielny a 7. So, who else was on? Monreal? Was you on? Yes, you was. I mean, you did alright in the first half, and in the second half, then slowly started to go missing a bit. Because Trippier was all over your side, like, I don't get it. But to say in the first half, you know, you had it. The second half just wasn't up to par. So I'll give Monreal a 7 as well. Going to the midfield, Guendouzi, for what it's worth, did okay. like I said, kind of sloppy at times, but he was in the important chance again. Like I said, it came at the edge of the box. That was a really important chance, and I do remember a good ball he tried to put in for Lacazette, but I didn't expect him to do that. He was supposed to go wide, but Lacazette was right in the middle, and I thought Tottenham would have snuffed it out. They did snuff it out, but they just snuffed it out because Lacazette touched it, but wasn't able to control it, and then Tottenham won the ball back. But in the end, I'll give Guendouzi a 7. Not too bad. Xhaka, for me, he had an alright game. He had a decent game. I'll give him a 7 as well. Not too bad. I mean, Ericsson was kind of nullified in that game, so they did their job. So I'll give him a 7. Yeah, I think that's fair. Iwobi, what would I give you? I'll probably give you a 7 and all. Like, I thought he did well. I thought that chance he went in, he created for himself was good, but I just wish he laced it. And this is what I keep saying. But then again, when you're in that moment, in that time of, you know what I mean, finesse is all you could do. There was a chance where I felt we could have been 2-0 up, where he could have through balled it to Ramsey. Ramsey was cutting in the inside, and he ended up flicking the ball over the top for Lacazette, but we didn't take the chance. So I'll give Iwobi maybe an 8 actually. I'll give him an 8. He stepped up. He did all right. I'll give him an 8. Maybe an 8. Maybe. All right. So no, I'm gonna go with a 7. I think 7. Yeah, he did all right, but given situation, yeah, 7's fair. So Hendrik Mkhitaryan, for me, I thought in the midfield, I thought he was probably the best player in the midfield. I thought he was doing really well. He was driving the game. He was getting it. He was outrunning players that should be outrunning him. And I thought he was kind of dynamic again. Not as great as last week, but given the opportunity, I thought he was probably the best player in the midfield. So I'll give Hendrik Mkhitaryan an 8. And Lacazette, boy, I gotta give you a 7, man. Like, I felt a couple of times you weren't really composed enough. With a lot of chances you had and you didn't take them too well. I was annoyed you come off as well. I felt you should have had a lot more time. Maybe you take off for Iwobi or Ramsey, because Ramsey slowly started to go missing a bit. So, then we could have put Lacazette on. Do you know what I mean? But all in all, 7's fair. The substitutions, Aubameyang, man, I got to give you a 6. After that penalty mess, and and you had a lot of time, you know what I mean? Like, throughout the game, I thought he was getting in, but it's weren't taking the chances enough, and that penalty, man. So I've got to give you a 6. So that's fair. Ozil, I don't know, man. Like, give it a time. Again, my mind wasn't really on Ozil, It's kind of messed up as I say that. Like, when he came on, didn't really see him get on the ball too much. So I'm gonna give Ozil a 5. I think that's pretty fair. Didn't really see him do too much. If he did, my mistake. Someone remind me in the comments. And the last sub, was it the last sub? Ozil. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Was there any last subs? Oh, Terrell, of course. I gotta give him a 5, man. Like that slide tackle. But at the same time, it's crazy because the way it was fast, but his studs were out and it looked bad. I gotta give him a 5, maybe a 4 if that. Yeah, maybe a 4. I think 4's fair. Like, all in the hype of the game, and of course it's the derby and that. And I thought he was doing well. He was doing all right, and then that happened. So he's going to be a very big loss against Manchester United. That's got even more of us a little bit worried about that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I feel a little bit worried, but we got to do something in that game. But Emery, well, given the team sheet that I saw, I probably would have said a 6. But given the effort, I'll probably give him a 7, a little bit, maybe a 7. Only reason I'll give him a 7 is because he gave Ramsey the start, even though I vouched for Ozil to start. And to be fair, Ozil's been on form, even given the games it's just been. But with that being said, I felt he proved the point. We didn't lose. Do you know what I mean? He kept the defence tight. Do you know what I mean? We didn't look sloppy defensively that much. Even though Tottenham was kind of, trying to create chances. But again, certain people were nullified in that game, and obviously we were just unlucky to even concede a penalty. But I'll probably give him a 7, man. If anything, could give him 7. So that is the player ratings for me. So guys, thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you link up at the bottom. There's plenty of links at the bottom. Let's say something else, whatever. But anyways, hit the links at the bottom of this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Ryan as well. Lots of content on that channel as well. Support the Wrestling Ruckers podcast, guys. If you're wrestling fans, make sure you hit the link at the bottom of this video and check out our previous podcast talking about SmackDown and Raw. Of course, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up on Twitter at RJ Wills on Twitter, and check out the Instagram, Ryan is War. So guys, 1-1 at Wembley. We didn't lose, but we can't lose against United. We can't. So guys, that's me. It's Ryan Williams. Take it easy.